would you say therefore to the sort of supporters that would say I'd rather watch Stanley in the Unibomb because you can get in for the £5 and we don't have all these infrastructure problems?
Well, I had that at Accrington United, so you know they were arguing that they didn't want to get promoted. Accrington United because they'd lose their family identity, they'd lose their identity of the club. So you're always going to get that. The always frustrating part that I find is the supporters who threaten not to come because they don't want to give money to the club. How you can class yourself as a supporter in that ilk, I just don't know. Might be different if you haven't got the money to give, I suppose.
But the difference, if it was £5 to get in last night, would we have had many more or sustain that over a long period? That's what this is, an awareness for the community to come and get involved. You know, there's all kinds of offers going on, and you know, half price season tickets, 2 games.
That's to get people in, isn't it?
To get people to taste it, to come and see what we're about and see what we're trying to do here. You know, as I said, from 4 or 5 years ago, we were getting 2,500, 3,000 nearly every home game. You know, where had them people gone? Have they just fell by the wayside? They forgot Accrington are here. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, we had that argument in me that the prize for winning the conference is league football. The prize for finishing 22nd in League 2 is league football. So you're still winning the same prize every year, but maybe the way you go about it, winning it. You know, we're saying about initiatives to get people in. It's got to only be a taster. I mean, it'd be financial suicide to the club if they charge £5 a week every week and give season tickets away for 20 quid or in a packet of Special K. You know, you can't do that. If you look every week, magazines on the telly, it's a Bug's Life or something. Special 99 pence offer. They give you the first one for 99 pence, the next one's 6 quid.
You sound quite bitter about that.
He's been stung by that.
No, I haven't.
150 editions. Are you kidding me?
No, but I haven't. But what I'm saying is, you can only give people a taste for a discounted price. Then you pay what the going rate is, and the going rate for league football. Some of the football we've served up this season, I'd pay to watch. In fact, sometimes I do, don't I?
and I suppose once they're in, I mean, I've seen all the games this season. There's been very few performances that you'd say were poor. Once they're here, once they hear the ultras singing and see what's going on the pitch, you must be really confident they'll come back.
Well, it's very difficult to criticise the people who come, isn't it? Well, it's impossible to criticise the people who come. Because the support we've had for the last 3 seasons has took it on to another level from what it was, and it was still great then. And I think they would welcome bigger numbers themselves, the ones who come. But it's not just all about getting people through the gates. It's about people. You can support your club in 101 ways, can you? So I mean, there'll be people who don't live in Accrington who physically can't get to the game, but they'll still support the club another way, buying a shirt, buying a calendar, buying other merchandise, or, you know, supporting the club with the weekly draw or whatever. There's lots of ways to support a football club without actually going through the gate.
I suppose it's a good way to start it on Saturday though, because you've got a game against your conference rivals.
I'll tell you that about 5 o'clock.
But, you know, that's that. I suppose you can market
That's
that.
the key thing. Let's get the people of Accrington and surrounding areas, and even people further afield. Let's get back behind the football club. It is a club that everybody can get involved in. So let's get people back excited and interested about what Accrington Stanley's doing. And again, it's not just for the end of this season. It's for the future of Accrington Stanley long term.
I mean, when you went on that run last year and you were knocking on the door, what did you see? Did you see people starting to come back? Because there was the message was starting to get out that, you know, Accrington are being successful.
They improved a little bit, didn't they? But, you know, we didn't envisage what was on the corner, where we'd take 1 point out to 27 and totally derail our promotion bid. But all we can do is do our best, and people who come to watch us can always be assured that we only ever do our best. Sometimes you're disappointed, no one's more disappointed than me, but sometimes you're also leaving thrilled. And I'd say since me and Jimmy have been here, we've probably left more times being thrilled than being disappointed.
you know, we feel as the management, we're very close. We're very close to doing something at this club, and we're not far away. Last season, and certainly this season, the type of football that we're serving and the position that we're in, we're not far away from achieving another promotion for the club. So we need to just rally around everyone, the whole community, and give back the boys. That's what it's all about, isn't it? On our side, I know Robin, the commercial side, a little bit different, trying to rally around.
Okay. We can only really govern what's in our control. What's in our control is what goes out on the pitch.
Well, we feel bad, don't we, over last night's performance now? We do. Do you know what I mean? Because if we won last night, and we should have won, and John's been through Shrewsbury and where we are and that. We feel really, you know, we've done nothing but talk now since the end of the game. On the phone this morning, watched the game, and it's all about getting points, isn't it? And getting it helped the club, and I feel, and John feels the same, that it's all about them 3 points last night, which would have been a fantastic kickstart to the campaign, wouldn't it? But as you say, we've got another fantastic chance on Saturday against Hereford to put ourselves back up there.
Do you think this campaign adds extra pressure for Stanley to get into that playoffs?
No. No one can put as much pressure on us as what Jimmy and myself do. So, you know, we don't feel external pressure. I mean, the thing is, we can only govern what we do on the pitch. But it'd be nice to get a lift off somebody else and to help us what we do on the pitch by accessing us to be able to approach 2 major signings between now and the end of the season.
Or even if it's just fans through the gate. You know, every year we go to Bradford. And Bradford seems to be a club that's on the decline. But the noise of their fans and what they serve, they get behind the club. It must be fantastic, you know, for the players to play in that. And they very rarely get on their own players' backs, do they?
No.
And anyone who's been to Bradford when we've played them or other games, it must be great. It must be great as a player to play in front of bigger crowds and get that support. I'm not saying that we don't, you know, the ultras and ambience, the goals are fantastic. But if you could times that by 2 or 3, I'm sure it'd have an effect, even if it's 3 points a year you gained.